Hi guys, this is Nancy, Pampered with Diamonds, and I am going to attempt to do a voiceover because dumb me did not put on my microphones for this kit up video. So I'm going to give a voiceover a shot. Good luck. May the force be with all of you and with me, and let's get into it. I purchased a kit from Hobby Lobby. This is Flamingo. This is their own brand because they will not be carrying diamond art any longer. So when you get your diamond art, it comes in the box and it will be rolled up, as you will see in a moment. I'm going to pull the canvas out, and all your contents will be inside the box. So the canvas now is rolled up and everything you need is inside. You get your color grid. Not every company includes a color grid. Make Market sometimes does not. But this is Hobby Lobby brand and they do because it is not on the canvas. If it was on the canvas, it would be on the sides. There is no color grid on the actual canvas. As you see, that's where they would place it, one there, one up there. Sometimes it is upside down because some of us turn our canvas when we do diamond art. It just makes it easier to reach the top and the bottom of a canvas. I'm rolling it backwards to help make it flat, and it will be easier to work with and easier to see. It is poured glue, so I was able to do that. It is a Hobby Lobby canvas, as it is stamped on the back. So we are getting ready to kit it up. The color grid are not stickers, so you're going to have to, the first numbers there, those are strictly the numbers of drills. That column is the DMC number. That is important if you're going to save your drills. The important number is the one in the middle. They're either numbers, letters, or symbols, or all three. This canvas is just numbers and letters. And I'm using the Art Dot containers. Well, I don't even know what brand they are. I got them from Amazon. They're cylinders, they're rounds. And as you can see, I have labels on them already. You can also use baggies. If this is your first canvas, you don't know you're really going to like it, use baggies. If you're going to go head deep into the hobby like I have, you want to get yourself some nice containers. So we are going to make sure we have containers labeled for each one of the colors. You can buy labels at Office Depot, Walmart, any of those stores. They're inexpensive. I think I got those actually at Hobby Lobby and they were 99 cents. So you're just going to put those numbers and letters, one on each label, and you're going to put them to the top of the container. I reuse them so I don't have to rip my stickers off every time. This is a simple numbers and letters. You don't have to draw fancy alien antennas or an ampersand or a number sign or a question mark. It's just numbers and letters. So we're going to go through, find number 1, and I like the other one better. That's a clearer one. So now we're going to find number 2. Where's 2? There it is. Number 3. How about a number 5? Number 3. Number, is that 4? 7. We got 7. And 7, 8, 6 was found. Number 4. I was just counting. So now I'm going to pull the color grid and see what letters we have. We're going to start with A, C, and D. So we need A, C, and D. There's A and C and D. And next we have, let me pull this out so I can see it. That's F. Now we need H and J. Where's J? And K and L, N, now we need N. You see it, it's right there. There you go. How about P? Is there a P? Yep, right there. T, 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 U, and V. I see V. It's right there, Nancy. There you go. And X. X marks the spot. There it is. So now I'm going to count them, but I'm going to count them wrong. So, see. Oh, I'm telling you about my trash container because they will be drills you won't use. So we're going to put that on the side. So now there should be 22. So now I'm going to miscount. There you go. I counted like 24. And I was like, wait a minute. This is wrong. Because those 2 in the second row don't belong there. They're not part of the kit. So this is where I realize it. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Those are all right. So move that out of the way. Oh, here we go. All right, Nancy, move those 2 out of the way. You got 2 in the wrong spot right there. That's called the train of drills, and they are labeled 1. There you go. You can see it better now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it goes all the way up to 8 for the numbers. So we're going to cut in between the 2. There is a, you'll be able to tell where you can cut them apart without opening the drills. See that clear line? That's where you're going to cut. So now we're at 7 and 8. And we're not going to do the letters yet. And there's your garbage bowl. There's your tray. You want to put them on something because when you pour your diamonds out, sometimes they can spill all over the place. So you can use a plate, a bowl, If you don't have another tray, that's the tray that comes with the kit. You can use that. Matter of fact, I think I do use that because that's what you have. No, I did not. I use that when we do the diamond painting. We will do that. So you're going to cut them on the smooth side to make for easy pouring. There you go. So that is number 1. Now we're going to go with number 2. It's like watching a silent movie, because we are. And now we're going to do number 3. This canvas is going to come out really pretty. Whoops. Whoops. That one just went all over the place. I was like, oh my goodness. They went everywhere. Now we need number 4. Come on, get out of there. Some of them like staying in their little baggies. Number 5. Nancy, move it up. We can't see it. There you go. Oh, we got spillage. And we have a neighbor singing. That's really cool. Number 6. I'm reaching over and cutting over the garbage bowl. 6. There was a lot of them in there. 7. I'm trying to... So far, all of them have been fitting in the cylinders. Whoopsie, that was a mess. Did you see that? They just went everywhere. That one had some static in it, I think. That might have been all me. So I think this is where I show you how to use this. Nope, just kidding. A fabric sheet comes up soon. I will show you how to use a fabric sheet to help with static. I have good luck with that, so I do use that method. Different climates may not. Aha, this is where I noticed those 2 were not supposed to be there. So now we're starting the letters. We're going to go A, C, and D. So we're going to cut a few. And we cut a lot more than a few, didn't we, guys? I see J there. There's A. A. A, you want to make sure you pay attention and you put A and B, or 7 and 7 and 1 and 1. Because if you put the wrong color drill in the wrong labeled container, your canvas is not going to come out the way it's supposed to. And you may run out of drills. So you want to make sure you pay attention to the package of the drills and the code for the canvas so that they match. Whoops. This kit up actually was not that bad. I have done kit ups before where it was just a mess. And like with Threads of the Universe, I was going to attempt to do it outside. Yeah, that wasn't going to work out well because I did it inside and it was a mess because of the static. This is really not bad. And this is a fabric sheet. You just cut it in little squares and you put it in when you cut open the bag, you can rub it around on the inside of the bag, and I'll show you that in a second. So you're going to take that out. Let's put it in there for now while we screw the cover back on. So we're going to cut the next color, take the fabric sheet out, and I'm swishing it around inside the bag to help cut back on static. Take the sheet out, put it in the container, and look at that. Piece of cake. Whoops. It's coming out. Now we got K. The next letter is K. Moving right along. Oh, and we have 2 bags of K. So we're going to need 2 containers. So you can put 1 bag in one container and 1 in the other container. You can also decide you just want to put 1 bag in a container and save the second bag for when you run out. Then you just add that bag to that container if you're short of containers. I like to just kit it all up if I have the containers. If I don't, then I will just save the second bag for later. And just don't forget, you label the second container so that you know what it is. So these 2 are both K. No, are they both L? I don't remember. They're both K. So we're going to do another label and put it on the top. So that they are both K. See? And the next one is L. I think that one also had 2 bags. Yep, 2 bags of L. So we want to make sure we have 2 containers, and we do because there is plenty. And there was a little spillage on this one as well, but that's okay. And there's my second bag. And we're going to put it in another container instead of saving it for later. But you could just put it away and not put it in a container if you wanted to. But I had enough, I had empty containers, so I went ahead and added it to a second container. And again, just make sure you label it so you know those two are L's. So the next one, yep, there's your L. So now I'm going to fix it, I believe. Nope, not yet. We're going to do N. N for Nancy, who's a goofball tonight. I really need to put up a little note, a little checklist by the monitor here to make sure I have everything the way it's supposed to before I start. So there's our N. And the next one is P. And then we have T. That will be the next letter. And I'm sorry you can't see all of this. This was a good exercise. U. And you can use baggies. You don't have to use these containers. And if my neighbors need any assistance, I'm here. I'm available to help. So here is U. We're going to kit up U. And you can use your baggies and put them in a Rubbermaid container if you don't have one of these containers that I'm using. And you can get them on Amazon anywhere from like $15 to $50, depending on how many containers you want to have in the container. And you can use your baggies and just put them in a Rubbermaid container. Just make sure you label the baggies. You use your labels and you write it down. All right, this is V, a full container. And last but not least, we have X, and that has 2 bags. I love that color. So I'm going to put them in their own containers. Whoops, did you see that? We had one fly right out. He landed on the T. Landed on the T container. Oops, I gotcha. All right, I'd say they're both in there now. Pretty sure. Let's take a look-see. There's an X. And the other X is down below. Yeah. We have one at the bottom, one at the top. You have your trash container and your fabric sheets in case you need them. And when I put them in the container, I separate them by empty containers so that I know which kit is which. And there's no drills in the other ones, so I'll know I grabbed the wrong one because there's no drills. But I don't pull my stickers off. I just put blank containers as a barrier between the two. And that's my flamingo. Those are the drills for the flamingo. And I will keep that in the kit so that I know which kit this is. Because I do have a few whips. See, those are empty. So I can actually put another kit next to it if I wanted to. A small one. So this is the tool kit that you get with your canvases. It comes with a pen. Let's see, we got a pen. That's a multi-placer. You don't really need to worry about a multi-placer until you can master the single placer. These are your wax. You need that. You need to load your pen with the wax so that you can place your diamonds on your canvas. That's your tray. That's a very basic tray, but it's good if you're just starting out. You're going to put your diamonds in there, or your drills. They're called diamond, gems, drills. And we are going to diamond paint. So we are going to start in the bottom right hand corner, but we're going to pull up the plastic adhesive. It's just a plastic cover on top of the adhesive. The image is covered in glue. It is sticky. I'm cutting a small rectangle because this is not perforated. I'm not cutting the canvas, I'm cutting the plastic that's on top of it. And we are going to put a cover minder on it to keep the plastic back, because sometimes the plastic is thick and it needs weight on it. This plastic didn't actually need that weight, but I did it so you could see it. And you see my finger sticking to the canvas? It needs to stick. So the way you get the diamonds over there is with that pen I'm holding and that wax. You're going to take the cover off, and then you're going to stick your pen into it about 4 or 5 times because it's really thin. So we're just going to keep sticking it in there until it fills up that pen. It's super thin. Do you see that? So we need to just, you may have to keep going. So we're going to start with the letter U. See the letter U in the bottom? We're going to start with U. So we're going to get the letter U container out of our kit. That says U. And we're going to dump a few in that little green tray. That's good. And you're going to close it and leave it out. Because when you're done, instinct, you're going to put your drills away But if you don't have your container out, you may forget what you're doing and put it in the wrong one. Ask me how I know that. Ask me how many times I've done that. So you're going to take your pen. Well, first you're going to find a diamond that is concave at the top so that it will fit on the tip of your pen. So you're going to shake your tray a little bit, not hard. And you see how some are flat on the top. Those are not ready. The concave ones that are round at the top, they're ready. They're good to go. So we are going to put our pen point down on top of the drill. See how it picked it up? And you're going to place it on the U. Pick another one, put it on the U, another one. Now you're diamond painting. And you're just going to keep doing that until all of the drills or diamonds are placed. See how it's looking? All the U's are being placed. We're going to keep doing that till that section of U is covered. It's not a very big placement of U's, but we still are going to do it. I think we have one more. Nope, I guess not. Yep, I think we did. So now we are done with that one. Oh, just kidding. We had a few more. I can look on mine. This is so I can remember what we're talking about. Okay, so look how all the U's are done. They are all done, and now we are going on to the next after we put our U's away. See? That you have to put them back because you're done with right there. You don't want to overwhelm yourself by trying to do the whole canvas, exposing all the glue. You do it a section at a time, which is why I cut part of it. Because we're only working in that rectangle. So now we're going to get the next number, which is a 3. And we're going to cover the 3's up. And there they are, and you're going to gently shake it so that they all line up in those little lines that you see. You want them to be round side up. And then you're going to take your pen, put it on the diamond, and place it on the 3's. And there's a few more. See how some of them are concave? That's ready to go. When the flat side is up, you won't be able to place them because it goes flat side down on the canvas. Flat side down. Now that drill is considered trash. I don't know if you can see that, but there is an extra ring on the outside of that drill. And if you were to place that drill on there, it would push your other diamonds away from it. They wouldn't lay flat. I mean, they probably lay flat, but it's going to push your next one away. And you don't want that. So you're going to add it to your trash pile so you don't have to get out and go to the garbage every time. Oops, escapee. So now we are going to put those back in and get our next number. Which is 5. So we're going to pour a little in the tray, and then we are going to gently shake it. And you can gently tap it too. Gently tapping sometimes works too. And you're going to place the diamonds on the 5s, because that's the number we are working with right now, is 5s. Hobby Lobby canvases are not really soft, but I've worked with harder canvases though too. It's a medium, but there's no softness to them at all. But it's all right. It's budget friendly, and it's artwork done in their house, in-house. Okay, now what am I going to show you? Okay, we don't want the glue to dry up, so we need to put the plastic back down. And you can put that back down, or you can use something called release paper by pulling the plastic up. You pull it all the way up. Yeah, I will now have a forever cut on that side because it's kind of like peeling shipping tape off. So you're going to pull it up and take release paper or parchment paper. Parchment paper will work as long as it's not one with wax on it. So you're going to place the release paper. I got these from Diamond Art Club, which is a premium diamond art company. And this protects the glue from drying out and protects it from getting dog hair, dust, paper. You don't want regular paper touching your canvas. So you want the release paper on it. And now you can even pull the entire plastic off if you want it and cover the whole thing with release paper and just complete your canvas one square at a time. That is totally up to you. I like to do it the way you see. It kind of gives a double protection because I do have a dog. So I like to make sure my glue is protected so that it stays sticky. If it's not sticky, the drills won't stay. So next, we are talking about how the wax comes. You get it in the little squares like you saw in the budget friendlies, and sometimes you get them in a little container. And this is a thicker thing of wax than the one you got with this kit. I mean, look at how much thicker that is. And that only takes like one push. And it's in there because it's so thick. So now we're going to talk about the multi-placer. To fill the multi-placer, that's where you can place more than one drill at a time. That I think's a 6 multi-placer, but we're only going to do it for like, that one is a 6. We're cleaning it out with tweezers that come with some of the kits. That pen is from Obrien Custom Turning. You can find them online. They hand turn their pens. That one is called Dragon Scales. So I cleaned it out, got rid of the old wax. Now I'm going to put the new one in there. And that's a Dreamer Design wax. And you put it in, you rock it back and forth. Whoops. And you're going to try it again to make sure it's full. And there it is. It's in there. And you're going to push it down with your hand. And then you're going to push it on a surface to get it really in there. And you want to get a little of your body oils on it so it's not sticky, 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 sticky. It just works just right with a little tiny bit of whatever on the end of it. So now we're going to try to do number 7 with the multi-placer. There's a nice row of 7s. So we're going to grab the 7. Pour it in the tray. Not that much. We don't need that much because I poured a lot. And if you need to pick some up, just put your finger to your mouth and breathe on it. Like, and then it picks them up and you can put them back in. Easy peasy. So now we're going to show you how to multi-place. So we're going to take the pen. We've shaken it a little and see some of them line up. Now I'm going to find my straightener and I'm going to make them go into a line. Where did I put it? Aha, there's one right there. Yep, there it is. That is a flat edge. So you see how it moves them? So it's all lined up. Perfect. So now we're going to stick the pen in there on the multi-place side. Go down on them a little bit. There you go. We got 3 of them on there. And now we're going to place them on the canvas. And that's your multi-placing. Whoopsie. Now see, I'm holding the plastic. That's where a cover minder comes in handy. So you can put that orange thing to the right. That's a cover minder and a pen holder from DIY Diamond Shop. It holds your pen, stops it from rolling away. And that would hold the plastic, so I would not have to hold the plastic. And you don't need the huge one. You can use a small cover minder for this plastic because the plastic on the Hobby Lobby canvases are very thin. They're not heavy. Okay, so we are putting the release paper back on. I'm going to put the diamonds back so that they don't accidentally spill and get lost. That is the cover minder I was just telling you about, so that I wouldn't have to hold the plastic. This is a smaller cover minder that would be fine for this canvas because it's not real thick plastic. It's very thin. That's a Dragon Scales pen. That is the pen that comes with your budget-friendly kits. The green one is from Obrien Custom Turning. It's a little more upscale. And that one is from Make Market. And Daniel, you may have already gotten this pen in your Make Market kit. I did not notice or not, but they come with the Michaels kits, some of them. And there's a tray from Dreamer Design, which is a premium company. That tray is Diamond Art Club, the white one. It is branded Dreamer Design, and the white one has Diamond Art Club printed on the side of it. And that is your budget-friendly tray that you get, or pickle boat, or whatever you want to call it. These are the baggies. You can kit up in baggies. Just make sure you take your labels. Write your code or letter or number or symbol or whatever for your drills. Write it on there. And put it on the baggie. Put your drills in. Store them wherever you need to store them. And you are good to go. Just make sure you remember what is in that container that you use, or you can buy one of these containers on Amazon if you want to keep doing this hobby, because it's addicting and you will love it. So you can use baggies. I've got plenty too. You can knock on my door if you need some. And that's the wax. And this is my flamingo from Hobby Lobby that I'm doing for my granddaughter's 1-year party. And this is, the edges sometimes can overflow with glue, and you can, so you don't have to touch the glue every time, use washi tape. Washi tape is not permanent. It's just something colorful you can put around the edge of the canvas on top of where there is excess glue. And just put it there. And then your sleeve, your hand won't have to feel the glue every time you go to diamond paint. You don't hit it. So there she is. And this is where we end. Well, everyone, have a great night. Thank you for watching. Let me know how I did. Let me know in the comments. Have a wonderful night, everybody.